What's up, y'all? Sparty here, and I want to do a quick video, quick unboxing video of the Sony XPERIA XA. Sony XPERIA XA. Now, I did this video last night, but I decided to make it shorter because I made it a bit more about comparing it with the Galaxy S7 rather than, just talking about it. So I'm going to just talk about it with the unboxing and all that shit. Now I had got this Friday because I was bored and it was only $200 at Best Buy, so I said, why not? Would be nice to do some comparisons with lower end phones compared to higher end phones and with different chipsets. So I decided, why not? Now on the back of the box, it tells you pretty much the specs. It doesn't tell you what, processor it is, but it has a 13 megapixel camera that does 1080p 30 frame per second video. Has an 8 megapixel selfie camera, or just front facing camera. Excuse me. 5-inch 720p display. Now, disclaimer, as I said, I've been using it, and the screen actually doesn't look very bad. It doesn't look bad at all. I thought that it would look shitty, but I think due to it being a 5-inch display and not a 6-inch display or some shit, that it doesn't look like you don't see ghosting and all that shit while scrolling. It has a 64-bit octa-core processor. It's the MediaTek MT675. With 4 cores clocked at 2 gigahertz, 4 cores clocked at 1. And I forgot what cores they are. They're the ones that are essentially used in every phone. But let me look it up real quick just so I don't fucking sound stupid. They're Cortex A53 cores, which is what I was gonna say at first, but I was almost about to say like Apex or some stupid shit like that. But yeah, and it has up to 2 days battery life, it says, which from my use, I probably would get maybe over a day. But I always charge my phone before the end of the night, so I can't really vouch for that. 16 gigabytes of onboard storage with a micro SD card expansion. And I've already run into the issue of having to put stuff on my SD card. I took the SD card on my S7, put it into this phone just so I don't have to deal with that. But yeah. And you can move applications to the SD card as well, which is nice. So I just put it back in its wrapping that it came in, just to show you guys what it would look like when you take it out the box. And here's the phone. I'll get into that in a minute. Under that, you get your books and all that. You get your power brick and you get your power cord, which is in here. But I was using it, so I took it out. Not to the phone itself. Shit, let me raise this a little bit. Now it has glass with an edge-to-edge display. It has bezels up here, which is whatever to me. I like being able to hold on to something. It has a polycarbonate back, kind of pretty much akin to your Lumia 1520. It feels pretty much the same quality, which I like. It's one of my favorite designs. That way it doesn't really slip out of off your fingers or in the palm of your hand and stuff like that. Got your power button, volume rocker, and your camera shutter button. And as you can see, it's damn almost the same, but not. Because as you can see on the Lumia, it's volume, power, then camera. Power, I mean, volume, power, I think that's what it said. Power, volume, than camera on the Xperia. And they kind of sound similar too. Xperia branding on the back with the NFC logo. No wireless charging, which is whatever to me. Your 13 megapixel camera with your LED flash. This is where you put your SIM card and your SIM card and your SD card. And the phone is not waterproof, which is kind of a downer, especially for a Sony phone, regardless of the price, but it's whatever to me. I'm going to turn the phone on. I'm going to let the animation play a little bit. But I don't want to make this video too long. Alright, now here's the phone. Now, it's an IPS LCD display. And it gets pretty bright. I think when I first got this phone, it had adaptive brightness on, and it does now. But when you turn it off, it gets brighter. It gets nice and bright. And I thought that they cheaped out on the display brightness, but that's not the case. Now, you can't necessarily see it on camera, but there is pixelation a little bit with the wallpaper, but that's due to it being a higher resolution wallpaper or lower resolution. I don't remember. But, yeah, I forgot to talk about the sides. They're not metal. They're soft touch plastic, which is, whatever. I think it feels nice. It feels nice and premium. It doesn't feel like they cheaped out like the good old Samsung days. But this phone runs really fast for what it is. Despite what the fuck just happened. I probably pressed the camera. It was showing me a picture of my little sister. Her birthday's today. I'll deal with that later. Now I'm going to start up a game real quick just to show you guys how gaming is with this phone. And this is a quick test of the speaker quality. It's not very loud, but I don't really expect much for $200. It does seem to get a bit louder with certain things, though, so it's not really that big of a deal. And just to show you guys, the graphics and performance are on high. They're not on medium or low. Fucking focus, man. Shit. The games load pretty fast, too. They don't load super slow. I thought they'd load slower because this phone only has 2 gigs of RAM. But they load pretty fast. They load maybe 2 seconds slower than like a game would on my V20 or something like that. If you see a little bit of jitter, that's probably from it recording because I'm looking at the phone right now while it's playing and it's playing smoothly. Now that's pretty much it. As I just said, I don't want to make this video too long, so thank you guys for watching. My S7 72-hour review will be coming soon, and you guys have a good one. Merry Christmas.